Now you didn't hear anything. You didn't hear a thing. But yes, welcome to the live stream. As you probably already heard, I have Weather with me. Weather, say hello.
Hello.
Done deal. So Crown Jewel is in the books yesterday, and there were some questionable booking decisions. So while I was out doing my errands, actually Weather texted me and asked me how would I book this year's Crown Jewel event. Now, Christian Miracle or the WWE Sins guy, you probably already know who that is,
Yes.
Matt, because I kind of introduced it to you.
Yes.
He gave the show an 86% rating. Oh, and by the way, the simulation match is actually kind of fitting since this just happened. But unfortunately, I don't have the created Fiend character for this, so.
Me neither, but I'm doing it too.
So I'm doing Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins. Bray Wyatt with my custom attire that I made for him. So, but anyways, here we go. So how to determine this bad boy? How to determine? We gotta look at a few things. Well, number one, I would change a few things on a couple matches, but you'll see where I will go from there. So, let's start off with the kickoffs. Now, normally I don't do the kickoffs, like with the predictions or the reviews, because honestly the kickoffs were kind of meh for me. But there are some kickoff matches that kind of actually did kind of pretty well. But I think the only kickoff match that was happening was a 20-man battle royal. The winner would face AJ Styles for the United States title. Now, the winner of that match was Humberto Carrillo, the new guy that came from 205 Live. Now, which I think that's actually kind of a good start, kind of a fresh face to go after a championship like that. And Matt, you would agree with me on that one.
Yeah.
Because right now, this Humberto Carrillo guy, who just came from 205 Live, like I mentioned, had actually a fantastic match against Seth Rollins, and gotten the respect of Rollins as well. So, alas, if he won this Battle Royal, see what he can get out of AJ Styles, right?
Right.
So later on, it would have been AJ Styles versus Humberto Carrillo, but I'll talk about that when we get to that. Next, we have the largest tag team turmoil match to determine the best tag team in the world. Now, I'm going to list all the tag teams that were involved in this. There was no legendary tag teams, like maybe the New Age Outlaws would have come out or something. You
Darn.
know? Or APA. Damn! Okay. Alright, so here are the tag teams on this. So we have the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Revival, the New Day, the OC, Rudolph, which is the tag team with Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode. Seriously, if you actually watch Christian Miracle's WWE Sins video on Hell in a Cell 2019, he actually would say Rudolph. Do Rudolph, the Rudolph song. You would actually listen to it, and it was pretty clever. Clever. I called them the. I would have called them the Glorious Show-Offs or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways,
we can go dirty with it, but I think we're gonna keep it clean right now.
Yeah, we'll keep it clean. We'll keep it clean.
All I'm gonna say is giggity, because you might know where I'm going with it.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. We also have
later.
Yes. Heavy Machinery. I guess we'll call them the. I guess I can't call them the whatever team I called them, but it was Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, the Lucha House Party, and the B Team.
The B Team.
The B Team.
B plus. B plus.
More like a B minus. Jesus, they haven't even been doing pretty good as of late. They only been a jobber tag team. No offense, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. I mean, can you believe these guys were actually at one point, like, Bo Dallas was NXT champion, and then Curtis Axel was involved in the Intercontinental Championship thing, and then was managed by Paul Heyman back in the day?
Yeah, the good old days when WWE didn't suck as much.
Yep. And it's just sad, too. But anyways, so, in the biggest tag team turmoil match, here's how WWE did it. They booked the OC to actually win that match. Which, I mean, I wouldn't actually question that. I wouldn't question it only because Gallows and Anderson has been kind of on a hot trail as of late. So,
yes.
But they still need to, I think they need to get back in the tag team title scene, but that's either here or there. But how I would have booked it, yeah, I would have booked basically the OC winning that turmoil match, and then the Humberto Carrillo, that was a perfect booking to put AJ Styles in, to win, Humberto Carrillo to win the Battle Royal. Sorry if I'm on a tangent. But anyways, then the United States Championship match, AJ Styles versus Humberto Carrillo. Now they had Now I haven't watched really the match, and that's my fair saying, but I've heard it was pretty damn good, and AJ did retain. Now I actually would give AJ the retain, only because you don't want to push Humberto Carrillo way too much. You want to get it into a right level where he can be usable again in like a rematch or something. Give him more good matches.
And you were talking about this a little bit before you decided to stream it. You were talking about, I think it was Humberto Carrillo. You said you would have booked him with somebody else first. Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of something completely different. Never mind.
I was thinking something completely different. Now it's someone else.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no.
I know, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
I flipped Cain Vasquez with him. That's because you were talking about that beforehand.
We'll get to that in a minute. But
you should do that idea, but with him now, like really quick, like a one match idea.
Well, let's see. Humberto Carrillo versus Cain Velasquez. That would be
No, not them two. The same idea that you had with Vasquez. How you said you would have him with who did you have?
Oh yeah, wait. No, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. All right. Now next, now this one was just basically off the fly, but somehow this actually became match of the night. Mansoor versus Cesaro. Now, Mansoor, if no one who knows, he actually won a Battle Royal back at the last Crown Jewel event. And he's the first actual Saudi Arabian to actually wrestle in WWE, so... And apparently they had a fantastic match against Cesaro, but I wouldn't... Here was the thing I kind of wanted to book, and this is just me. Cesaro's new attire, not a fan of it at all. Personally, I would rather, I would have him wear, the attire that he wore back when he was teaming with Tyson Kidd before he teamed up with the Bar, or teamed up with Sheamus, or did the freaking... that tuxedo gimmick. I think something different, But I digress. Mansoor did win the match, and I would actually book Mansoor to win that too anyway, so. Alright, then we got the 5-on-5 tag team match. Team Hogan, which is Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ali, Ricochet, and Shorty G or Chad Gable, you stupid WWE people, versus Team Flair with Randy Orton, Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, King Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. Now, the one thing I would say, I would take Shinsuke Nakamura out of that team. And instead, I think this one's going to be a little weird to put in. But for Team Flair, alongside with King Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley, which, hey, you remember Corbin, McIntyre, and Lashley teaming up against the Shield?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of an odd thing, ain't it? But no, to replace Shinsuke Nakamura, I think I would put Sami Zayn. Only because it makes sense that if the advisor for Shinsuke Nakamura and Nakamura can't fight because he's already pre-booked, Sami Zayn would more than likely take his place. So I would put Sami Zayn there. But like what they did, Team Hogan picks up the victory. With Roman Reigns spearing Randy Orton. Because that's what they did. And that's how I would have done it anyway. Next we had the first women's match in Saudi Arabia history where the women would wrestle. But they were fully clothed. So that's kind of a good thing that they did that. Natalya versus Lacey Evans. Now, count my recalculations correctly. Weren't they just fighting like not too long ago, like at the kickoff? For Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, and I think they even did it again on Raw, like right after that, didn't they?
No, they were a tag team on that show. I don't know why, but they were a tag team on that show apparently. But
tag team on the pre-show? Oh no, yeah, you're right.
No, on Raw.
They were a tag team on Raw. Yeah, they did all right. But then, like, it was weird because then, like, 2 weeks prior, I think it was like a week or two ago they did it, that they were against each other.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
WWE's a confusing place.
God damn it, Vince.
God damn it. All right. Anyways, then we had Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King and boxing legend. I guess I'll put it that way. Versus the Monster of Mom and Braun Strowman. Okay, so I understand why they gave Tyson Fury the victory on the show because, come on, how can you go up against a boxer? I mean, look at Big Show and Floyd Mayweather. But anyways, no, I would book Tyson Fury to win, but after the match, I would actually give Braun Strowman like the final stance, but not doing the power slam. Now, if you remember, Matt, remember how Braun Strowman did that punch to AJ Styles?
Yeah.
I want him to do the exact same thing with Tyson Fury. That way they can lead up to more matches. Maybe in the near future. Maybe at Survivor Series. You may never know. So, but I would give Tyson Fury the win, but Braun Strowman lays Fury out with the punch.
Right.
All right.
Actually, kind of ironic because my simulation just ended and Braun Strowman won.
Oh no.
I did it as I did a 1v1 ladder match simulation. It was him and Rollins, and Braun Strowman won.
Alright, so next, let's get to the WWE Championship match thing out of the way. Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez. Now, first things first, I'm taking Cain Velasquez out because Cain Velasquez has been pushed way too soon to go into a WWE title match. Yes, I understand that. Oh, he's going to be the guy that takes out Brock Lesnar. But no, if you saw the match, it was a 2-minute squash.
Yep.
And we don't want that. So instead, let's put a champion versus champion. Brock Lesnar versus Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, no, actually, no. I'm sorry, I'll tell a lie. It was Cain Velasquez versus Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, it's an untitled match, but I give him a good 10 minutes. Shinsuke can put in some offense against Cain Velasquez, and I'm sorry, every time I would say Cain, it just reminds me of Cain!
That's gotta be Kane!
Exactly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Cain Velasquez, but you... you knew what you signed up for when you're doing this live stream with me. But at the end, I would give Cain Velasquez to win with at least a straight, like, knockout kick. Like, kind of like what Aleister Black does. But not, like, not cool like what he does it, so. But I would give Cain Velasquez the victory against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, for the WWE Championship, this is going to be a rematch. Brock Lesnar defends the title against Kofi Kingston. Now, I already said this right before we did the live stream. Did everyone just forget that Kofi can actually have his rematch for the title? I mean, I swear, it's like basically the Universal title deal all over again. Like, basically, not everybody's not getting that damn rematch for that title. Hell, Kevin Owens hasn't gotten his rematch. Goldberg. Fucking Finn Balor, fair enough, he actually did get his opportunity, but he lost that. But those two besides, and then Roman Reigns, he had to vacate that son of a bitch with that cancer.
Right.
You know? I mean, come on. But anyways. But I would also give Kofi Kingston and Brock Lesnar 10 minutes. Kofi can put in some offense, and as well as Brock. And I think when Brock Lesnar's in trouble, when Kofi was actually going to go for Trouble in Paradise, Brock reverses it into an F5. 1, 2, 3, Brock retains. I know it's sad. Boo.
Boo.
But, come on. But then we get to the Falls Count Anywhere match. This match cannot be stopped for any reason whatsoever. Like a freaking Hell in a Cell match that had to end with a toolbox and the hammer. Are you freaking kidding me, WWE? I'm sorry.
And
I'm on
a red light. And a red light, too.
And the red lighting. Of all things. Well, still, I think the red lighting kind of fits the Fiend a little bit, but...
a little bit.
Just a little bit, but Kane did it better. Sorry.
Of course. Oh, absolutely. You are not wrong.
But anyway, Seth Rollins versus The Fiend Bray Wyatt. Now, they did well on the match. And plus, with Bray Wyatt being the unstoppable force... oh my goodness, I almost caught myself there. But... with The Fiend Bray Wyatt being this unstoppable monster that WWE's booking him to be, Fiend did end up beating him with his sister Abigail and ends up winning the match and the title. Now, Matt, I do want to ask you, what was your opinion on The Fiend winning that match?
Okay. I'll come back to that. I just want to announce something that I just happened to see here. Apparently, they made an announcement tonight. Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole, NXT title on the line.
You're freaking kidding me. Really?
Yeah. First thing on my Twitter from one of the wrestling podcasts I follow, JD from New York 206. Right. He writes this in quote, "This may be the greatest SmackDown episode in the last 10 years because of everybody being stuck in Saudi Arabia, so they only had like half a roster. I just got chills based on this announcement. Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole, NXT title on the line."
Oh, and they actually put down Friday Night SmackDown, November 1st, 2019. They already wrote it down.
Oh yeah? That was pretty damn quick. But I'm sorry, I got distracted by that. I had to kind of mention that. But back to your question in hand that you said, what the hell is that? Back to your question, I kind of wanted The Fiend to win. This was back in Hell in a Cell. just
Yeah.
because it's something more unique.
Yeah.
But now that he actually has it, thank fucking God. Maybe it'll actually be. But now I'm more intrigued to know how it's going to be defended and how long he'll be with it. That's my theory. It probably be short.
Well, you know what? And naturally, we can get into that when we finish up the Friday Night SmackDown talk. So I want to go ahead and we'll talk about this because I want to get this out of the way too, since this just happened, and I think a lot of people might like to know what happened on SmackDown. So since no one hasn't even watched our for a Funhouse for a Miss TB appearance, New Day also gets a championship opportunity against the Revival for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. But anyways, let me go ahead and let's get started. So The Miz was supposed to have Bray Wyatt on the show on Miz TV. Now, unfortunately, Bray Wyatt was one of those people that was stuck in Saudi Arabia, which we already knew that problem.
Yeah.
Now, of course, at the The Miz he thought he was gonna have Miz TV all by himself, but Tommaso Ciampa comes out, and they scheduled a match: The Miz versus Tommaso Ciampa. Now, Ciampa did end up winning the match with his signature knee move, and then won the match. Which, that's kind of crazy. So, and this is crazy too, because NXT's apparently been taken over by, has been doing a overhaul on SmackDown. Only because of the, like half the rosters in Saudi Arabia anyway. It only fits that some NXT crew should show up on the SmackDown roster, Next is Rhea Ripley and Tegan Nox. They faced off against Fire and Desire, which is the tag team of basically Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. They were... Now, it was supposed to be Carmella and Dana Brooke, but Bianca Belair did, was attacked, both Carmella and Dana Brooke, so Ripley and Nox arrived, and they actually won the match. Adam Cole did... And yep, Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, that was one of their big events tonight, because it was like a big, and because they had nothing. I guess they had nothing planned because everybody was stuck. So they did an NXT invasion, and they said that sounds like it was like an invasion for Survivor Series too.
Yeah.
Says you heard here first. Triple H warns Raw and SmackDown because NXT is coming for battle at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. I gotta watch this match now because everybody is saying this is a really good match. Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole. Sounds like it looks really good just by this GIF I'm looking at. Ooh. I got something to watch in a little while. I'm gonna tell you that right away.
Yeah, and apparently Bayley defeated Nikki Cross.
Shocker.
Which isn't surprising. And of course, and then Bayley and Sasha Banks got attacked by NXT Women's Champion Shia Baszler. And then apparently Brock Lesnar quit SmackDown to hunt Rey Mysterio on Raw.
I saw that too. I heard about that one.
Okay, yeah, so it shows here that WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon said he couldn't comply with Heyman and Lesnar's demand to face Mysterio due to Raw and SmackDown contract exclusivity. Lesnar announced a different plan. The Beast was quitting SmackDown immediately and heading to Raw to hunt the Ultimate Underdog. So basically meaning Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar guess the WWE titles no longer on SmackDown, which is bullshit. Anyways, next we also got Keith Lee and Riddle confronting Sami Zayn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
By the way, I sent you a funny meme you gotta take a look at when it sends.
Oh no.
It's a wrestling one.
Oh dear. Well, just send it to me via text.
I did. It should be getting through.
Yeah, I don't have Twitter anymore. I kind of deleted that one. But anyways. And they actually were announcing that NXT was going to be a part of Survivor Series.
Yep.
This year. So, I think with a bunch of since now NXT is oh, hold on. Let's see what you got here. Ha! Alright, so this was funny. WWE NXT put it in Impact, and then Impact Wrestling replied, "No, guys, Impact is on Tuesdays." Oh my God, you had to troll. You had to troll, you piece of shit. Oh, by the way, John is on. So.
Yes, he is. I saw him pop online.
Oh boy. I think he's got the invite. I think so.
He'll join if he wants to. I'm sure he will.
Let me make sure. Oh, there he is. Hey, John.
Hello there, bitches.
How are you?
Alright.
Well, hey, you just came in good timing.
Talk about wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw.
Especially what happened at Crown Jewel and in SmackDown.
What, you mean the fact that NXT sat there and tried to take over SmackDown because everybody was still over in Saudi Arabia?
Pretty much.
Bray Wyatt becoming the new Universal Champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio and Brock Lesnar feud still going on. First ever women's match in Saudi Arabia between Natalya and Lacey Evans.
Yep.
Brock Lesnar's
AJ Styles retaining against Humberto Carrillo. Yep. The OC winning the World Tag Team Championship Cup.
No surprise.
Yep.
And Team Hogan beating Team Flair.
Yep. You've been watching the stream then, I take it.
No, I know all that shit because I've been seeing it all over on fucking Facebook and shit.
That was a quick... See, me and Cameron did the long recap. Jonathan just did the TLDR version.
Yeah, exactly.
And the fact that Adam Cole and Daniel Bryan had a match tonight, which sounds like it's been really good, so I'm going to have to take a look at this one in a little while.
Yeah. And that's actually pretty nice, too, so.
Hey, Matt, so guess who I talked to today for the first time in a while?
Who?
You remember Styx?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually.
Yeah. Me and
How's
him
he
actually
doing?
sat there and played Destiny 2 for today for the first time together.
Oh, yeah, how's he doing?
Oh, pretty good. Main reason why he hasn't really been on PS4, he switched over to PC.
Ah, okay, I got you.
He also got married.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Bought
What?
a house.
Damn.
And just recently had a kid, so.
Oh, wow, good for him. He's still around here, right?
No, he lives in Texas.
Oh.
And Cameron, you don't know because he didn't really play on PS4 at the same time you and Gramps got on. But Sticks is a D1 friend of mine.
Okay.
I used to do raids and stuff with him all the damn time, so.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
John got me into Destiny. It was me, him, Blank, and Sticks. We played for a while, and then Sticks did his own thing, so then it just became me, John, and Blank, and then you and Gramps. Man, those were the days, too. I remember those days, too. Holy shit. You got my text last week, right, too? Arturo works at Walmart again?
Oh, I saw him the other day when I went to go on Sunday when I came home early. My mom and sister decided we were going to go grocery shopping, so.
Yes. I was there last week and I saw him stocking the shelves. I was like, "Holy shit, you're working here again?" He was like, "Yeah." He told, and he took Rosa's spot now.
Yeah, he's kept you suiting out.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was like,
I sat there and talked to him for a little bit.
I did very briefly because I was shopping and had stuff to grab. But yeah, he was like, "Yeah, you trying to come back? Let me know." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll keep that in mind."
Not.
I've been gone for 6 months. I don't miss that shit.
Saw Anthony. I was there.
Oh, yeah.
I sat there. I was like, "Hey, Anthony, so what happened to that 3 months?" And he goes, "Shut up." Fucker. Like, I did not forget that comment, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you'll be back in 3 months.
And so, also swung by, talked to, my mom and sister over in Garden Center, looking at a Christmas tree.